That's kind of what it felt like looking at Colin for the first time when he walked in with the Oz makeup. It was like I know that's Colin Farrell there. My brain knows it, but my brain's also telling me that this is not that human being.
Yeah, hi, I'm Jonathan Bloomberg, writing for movies in Sweden.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hi. So it's an honor getting to speak with you. I have watched the entire season, and boy, do I love it.
Oh, good.
It's really good. And I must say, I was also a big fan of Runaways back when
Oh,
that was airing.
awesome. I
So
appreciate that.
so so it's nice to see Alex grown up in this one.
Yeah.
Um, so how was it that you actually got involved with this show? Because I kind of feel like this is a role that a lot of people probably went after, but you landed it. So
I
you
would
must have done something
imagine.
right.
I would imagine if they had any wits, they'd be trying for it as badly as I wanted it. Yeah, yeah. It comes in like any other part that's ever come into my life. It's just you get the email that they want you to audition for it, that someone wants to see you. You do the audition, they like it. You meet the director, they like it. You meet Colin, they like it, and then all of a sudden you're moving to New York. You got a week to move, and we're shooting in a month. So it's just it all felt very fast and very quick, but I couldn't have been more excited.
Yeah. So I'm guessing then that you had already seen the Batman prior to this and saw what Colin had done in that. So you kind of knew what he was going to look like and stuff like that. But how was it actually to step out and share the scene with him?
Yeah, it's bizarre. It kind of feels like a magic trick is happening in front of your eyes. There's this sort of like giddy feeling you get when you see someone do a trick, and you're like, oh, I don't know how. Then you know in your heart that it's not real, but your brain and everything that else is telling you that it did just happen. That's kind of what it felt like looking at Colin for the first time when he walked in with the Oz makeup. It was like I know that's Colin Farrell there. My brain knows it, but my brain's also telling me that this is not that human being, and it doesn't sound like that human being. It doesn't walk like that human being, and nothing about this person says Colin. Um, and so it is this bizarre thing that goes on. And getting to act opposite because I had seen the movie so many times, I'd seen it a bunch of times, and so then to get to see this incredible, performance by Colin in this show up close every single day. A
Must have
part of
been
me was
scary almost.
a bit of it was, especially when I first met him. When I first met him, there was an actual bit of fear that I didn't think I'd feel, but I was a little bit scared when I first saw Oz's face. I think just because I do such a good job with the makeup that it feels a little bit scary looking at him,
Yeah.
all the scars and everything. But I think that when it came down to actually doing the job, like doing the scenes together, by then I'm already so much in my own head that I'm not necessarily thinking so much about what's going on outside of it, but it just becomes about that moment and it's easier. It was much easier a month in when we started shooting than it was the first week when I first met him.
Yeah. I can imagine that. So, how much of the script were you allowed to read before kind of accepting the role? And did you know, uh, like when you started shooting, how your part of the story would end up?
Yeah, but yeah, by the time we started shooting, I knew the arc for Victor for sure. um I think we got the first three all at once, and then we got I think four and five, and then we got the rest of them all in one dump. And so I had already known what was going to happen. Getting to read what happens, I knew it was going to happen with Victor in his world. Getting to read what happens, with Kristen's character, Sophia, with the history between what's going on between Oz and Francis, and with his brothers. I mean, there's so much that I didn't know about that I was reading as an audience member, as a fan, just going that it was blowing my mind with the way the show was going, and so. I think I was just genuinely excited to be a part of something that I felt was special, that I felt was really good. And so, yeah, bringing that from page, was all on the page, bringing that to screen was, I guess, the rest of our job.
Is there any particular moment shooting that you kind of will carry with you now afterwards?
Oh man, there's so many. Which ones come to mind though? Um, that I'll remember. Um, there was the first day we shot. Dee brought this up earlier. There was the first day that we shot, um, and we just started improvising some stuff and going off the cuff and trying things. And I think that I've noticed this that on a few sets now, when I'll finally feel the most comfortable is when I improvise something and I get a laugh. Then I'm like, all right, like I can settle down now, like I can relax. And there was a scene that we did. It's the very first time we meet Francis in the show. Um,
Oh yeah,
and so I walk in and I'm kind of like a little bit scared, and I'm kind of witnessing what's happening between Oz and Francis. And then there's like a little moment that we had a little bit of fun. I don't think it makes the final cut. We had a little bit of fun going back and forth about Victor not touching things and just keep to yourself. Don't touch anything. Stay right there. And going back and forth for a little bit was a little bit of fun. So that I'll remember forever. Yeah.
yeah. Well, it did translate onto what I've seen, and as I said, I loved it. So
Oh,
thanks a
good.
lot for taking time to speak with me today, and
Thank
best of
you
luck with
very
the premiere.
much. Appreciate it. Thank you.